All right. Yeah. All right. Yep. Uh-huh. And we're just
There you go. All right, buddy.
All right. So everything's great.
Yeah.
Everything's good. Hey, you know what? Maybe I should have done that OBS update that it said I needed. Welcome, guys. We're here. Not a problem in sight.
Nope. First try.
Welcome. Hey, I got the TV working.
Hooray.
Maybe that's the problem all along.
Yeah.
Oh, what an exciting day today.
Here on the WULFF DEN Podcast.
Yes.
Podcast with two brothers named Wolf on it.
We got PS6 news.
Already.
We got
throw your PS5s in the trash because it's going to be worthless.
We got leaks of the Lenovo Legion Go 2.
Yes.
You loved the 1. Now it's the 2.
Which I thought they already released, but that goes to show you a problem with the handheld market. We got Microsoft expanding xCloud. We got Microsoft really doesn't want you playing Perfect Dark ever. Or playing Candy Crush. Hitman is on a new platform. Cyberpunk sales and more.
Oh, yes. But first, we always start with, our lovely fans.
Oh, yeah, you people.
I forgot to pull up Streamlabs. And here it is. Thank you so much to Scott the Sloth for the 12 months. Blackbird with the 36 months. Edward Bova with the 12 months. Your stream is totally fine. It was that getting started screen. Actually, that was all janky as crap. Well, it was like we had some issues.
Yeah.
I think we were on Wi-Fi by accident.
We got there eventually.
Junior Moser, thanks for the 35 months. It's podcast day. Oh my God, thank you so much. And also, before we get into everything, it's the first of the month.
Yes.
And whenever it's the first of the month, we got to talk about the games you can get with your monthly subscription services like PlayStation Plus.
Yeah. So starting today, because it's the first Tuesday of September, you get Psychonauts 2 for the PlayStation 4, Stardew Valley for the PlayStation 4, and Viewfinder for the PS4 and PS5.
Those are all bangers.
I know. People are calling this the best month of PS Plus, like ever.
Yeah, I might agree. I've always wanted to play Viewfinder. I also think it's on sale on Steam. I think that I got a notification in my wish list.
Right.
I got a notification. So that's crazy. So you get, if you have PlayStation Plus, which I'm pretty sure I forgot to cancel my subscription.
I canceled my subscription, so I do not get these.
Psychonauts 2, haven't played it. Cult classic, though.
Yes. Well, the first one is, and the second one, like a million years later, also very well received.
Yes. Stardew Valley, everyone loves Stardew Valley. And they keep updating it, and I think it recently just got an update.
Yeah.
So, worth checking out, I would say.
Viewfinder is currently, on sale for $10 on Steam.
Viewfinder is that game where you take a picture of the world you're in, and you can walk through it.
Yes.
It's that weird and wacky indie game. I've always wanted to play it. It's like I don't know, like a moving puzzle game.
I guess you can call it that. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. This might be the best month of PlayStation Plus that has ever happened.
And then next month we'll get Madden and Aliens Colonial Marines.
Yes, next month will be significantly worse.
Something else that's bad.
I want to go through Prime games.
Oh,
because Prime always has good games, and everyone has Amazon Prime. And also, if you link it to your Twitch account, you get Twitch Prime, and then you get to subscribe to the WULFF Den for free, and you can watch even the VODs without having any ads. Isn't that amazing? And then we get $3.
It's always confusing though, like when they update games to it, and like when they cycle them out.
Is it not monthly?
I don't know. Because some of them aren't like at the start of the month. Some of them are in the middle of the month.
I can claim Venba, which was one that won a bunch of awards. It was one of those games, like a little to the left.
Yeah.
And that's all that I see that interests me. Midnight Suns, Marvel's Midnight Suns.
People like ask me if I want to play Midnight Suns, and like that type of like XCOM game doesn't really like appeal to me all that much.
The Definitive Thief Edition. Thief Definitive Edition. The logo is Definitive Thief Edition.
This is the Bad Thief game.
Oh,
This
never
is
mind.
when they tried to reboot Thief around the time they were rebooting Tomb Raider and Deus Ex, because it was all like the IDOS games that like Square Enix thought can like appeal to the Westerners.
Mhm.
And the Thief originally was like a really like hardcore stealth sim. It was like a big open world. You can like go anywhere and like tackle the missions however you want it. This they just turned it into a linear Arkham Asylum knockoff, and it just defeated the whole purpose of the series.
Never mind. You
Yeah.
know what? Prime Gaming, not a good month. Prime Gaming, whenever I'm always surprised by what they have. This month, not so much. Midnight Suns, I mean, it's cool. You give it a try. It's fun.
Yeah, if you're into spooky stuff with your Spider-Man.
Spooky stuff with your Spider-Man.
Yeah.
With a side, Spider-Man with a side of spooky.
I think this is the one where you can make Blade and Deadpool like kind of
Kiss?
in a relationship. Yeah.
Oh, I was joking.
Yeah. It's got like weird like a buddy system mechanic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sachi, thank you for the 22 months. And Lads Boss, thanks for the Prime subscription. Love you so much. Yes, Amazon updates its Prime Gaming library with new free games every month. The updates include both PC titles available to download and games added to the cloud streaming service. Yeah, I skipped over the Luna stuff.
Yeah, because like you may have Amazon Prime, but do you have Luna?
Yeah, I don't think it's
Exactly,
relevant, really. All right. Now we can get into the real news. Will, tell me all about the PlayStation 6. So you have this as PlayStation 6 may be a hybrid console, but
Yeah.
really I think it's PlayStation 6's portable version will be a hybrid.
Well, let's see what the article.
It sounds to me like it will launch as a regular home console PlayStation, and then there will be a handheld version that will be a hybrid.
Let me read what the article says. Sony is planning a PlayStation 6 handheld with Nintendo Switch-style television docking capabilities, it's claimed. That is according to Moore's Law is Dead, a YouTube channel that has previously leaked accurate technical info on PlayStation consoles before their announcement. In a new video, Moore's Law shares specific technical specifications for the PS6 handheld, which will reportedly release alongside a traditional, more powerful PlayStation 6 home console, which it says is based on up-to-date documentation from graphics power partner AMD. Notably, Moore's Law says it's seen on multiple documents that directly call out that the planned PlayStation 6 portable can be docked like a Nintendo Switch, and claims that it will be capable of playing games natively at power exceeding that of the base PS5 when docked. The PlayStation 6 portable will reportedly feature an AMD APU featuring 4 Zen 6C cores, 2 further cores dedicated entirely to system tasks. In addition, the PlayStation 6 is said to feature a 16 RDNA 5 CU GPU clocked at 1.2 gigahertz in handheld mode and 1.65 gigahertz docked. Moore's Law is Dead speculates based on specifications cost that the PS6 handheld could retail for $500 and released in late 2027.
So previously, I'm pretty sure we reported previously on an update to the PlayStation 5 that had
made reference to low power mode for certain games.
Yes. So you know how a game can go into like performance mode? Well, now it can go into shitty mode. And the shitty mode, it was speculated, will be for a actual PlayStation handheld.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're seeing here is probably that.
Yeah.
This would be the PlayStation handheld. And now they're saying it's going to be a hybrid sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes a little bit of sense. I mean, it doesn't make much sense why it would be a hybrid, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I mean, technically, the handheld systems we have now, like the Steam Deck, the Lenovo, the ROG Ally, they're dockable.
Yeah.
You can plug them into a dock and output them to a TV.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
and like, Sony is... This camera hates you. Sony is not very good at opening things up. They like to do proprietary stuff. So I wouldn't put it past them to like have their own dock or whatever.
Right.
But it would make sense to just have a handheld console that runs everything on the console, and it's USB-C, and you can also, dock it if you want to. You could plug it in. That would make a whole lot of sense. Maybe that's what this is.
Maybe.
I doubt it, because PlayStation likes to lock things down.
Yeah.
I hate PlayStation hardware. I think PlayStation makes some of the worst gaming hardware, just because of how like proprietary everything about it is, and how they're like, I mean, their stuff is pretty powerful, but like there's a lot, you can't tweak anything. Every little thing that you could possibly want to change is impossible.
This feels like it would be something that like, because we know what the Switch is.
Yeah.
Like that's easy. You literally put the system in the dock and it outputs out to TV. The PC handhelds, that's a little bit more involved because you have to like get the dock yourself, and there's a wide range of docks you can get. But still, you plug it into the thing and it outputs to the TV. I can vividly imagine Sony not doing that. Like to have some sort of dumb thing that like you have to do to get your picture on the TV that just, it'll work, but not in a satisfying way.
Yeah, they're going to have like a Sony dock that's going to be like $100.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of an aside, but Linus Tech Tips put out a video about third-party docks for the Switch too. And they had a little tool that like ran like what was happening with the Switch, how it was communicating with the dock, and why third-party docks don't really work. And it's a very good video. However, in the middle of the video, they start like a little bit defending Nintendo and saying like they didn't do this. I mean, obviously it's an encryption. There's some sort of encryption that is blocking third-party docks from working. And they sort of said like it's not really that Nintendo is blocking third-party docks. It's that they are they're negligent, like they didn't try to enable third-party docks. I completely disagree. I think it's very obvious that they are intentionally blocking third-party docks.
Nintendo doesn't do anything by accident.
Also, it's USB-C is a universal thing. It'd be a lot easier to just copy the universal thing, the universal spec of USB-C, and just use that instead of making your own with an encryption on top of it. That like baffled me with that in that video. Otherwise, very good video. But I'm imagining PlayStation doing something very similar.
Yeah.
Because that's how they work. I would love it if they didn't.
Yeah.
I would love to check it out. I like the Vita now all of a sudden, and years later. I would not mind having a console that is having something that could play first-party PlayStation games handheld. One of my biggest gripes with the PlayStation 5 is that it's not versatile at all. The games that I have on there are locked on my living room screen, unless I want to stream it in a much worse way.
Right.
Having a hybrid console will make me want to play PlayStation games more.
Yeah,
It'll give me more of an incentive to do that.
Same here. Like I'm playing much more games on my Steam Deck than I am on like a TV console. So anything that can make my PlayStation experience portable would be very welcome.
We're handheld people here. So
that's our life now. We're PC gamers and we're handheld people.
Yes.
People think I'm joking when I say like the ability to play a game on the toilet is important to me. But like it's not. Like it changes your life.
Being able to play a game on my PC and then walk away and play it in bed or bring it with me like to the park. I'm never going to the park with a game. But to like bring it with me literally anywhere around the house is like a huge benefit that I can't give up anymore. Ever since the Switch, ever since the fucking Vita with cross save. That was like the coolest thing in the world to me. Then the Switch came out and I was like, I can never go back to not having all of my games with me at all times. And then Steam changed that even more because now not only do I have my game with my console with me wherever I go, but I have my cloud save and I can play it on multiple devices. I can choose my device now, depending on what game I want to play. So being locked to just a PlayStation is not good for me. I mean, I have a Switch, and if I play a game on a Switch, I'm locked to the Switch. But at least the Switch I can move around. So for first party, like I'm I don't want to play first party PlayStation games. Like a game like Astrobot will come out, and I'm like, ugh, I gotta turn on my PlayStation just to play Astrobot.
Mhm.
If I had a portable console, I'd be more inclined to play something like Astrobot or a game that comes out only for PlayStation. When Grand Theft Auto comes out, I'm like pissed that I have to play it on console.
Yeah,
and I know everyone's gonna get it on PlayStation, so I have to
Yeah.
play it on PlayStation.
I'll get it on Xbox just to be different.
That's
I'll be that guy.
okay. So this, we might have talked about this already, but Xbox is moving towards having their games be on PC.
Yeah.
Like perfect parity between
Mhm.
Xbox and PC. So if Grand Theft Auto is coming out for PlayStation and Xbox, what's going to happen? Like, can I play that on PC
That's a good
eventually?
question.
Like, how is
That's
that
a
going to
good
work?
question.
And will I be able to play it on my Xbox ROG Ally X is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Because then I would get it on Xbox.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of sales, Drug Dealer Simulator Back to Work Edition is on sale on Steam for $2.
Ooh, I've always wanted
Ooh, you can download the demo too.
always wanted a LARP as a drug dealer.
Actually, I'm looking at the trailer right now. It kind of looks cool.
Steam also has a way larger power bandwidth than Switch. You can make games look very, very good on an ultra powerful PC, but also play them on the lowest spec handhelds. Yeah, you have a lot more versatility with Steam.
Yeah.
And I know it's like not as user friendly, like having games on your PC or on a Steam Deck, whatever, versus having it on a Switch, because everything just kind of works. But I'm past that.
Yeah, it's like it's user friendly enough.
Yeah.
You know, like once you start using not the website necessarily, but like the Steam client on your desktop or like the Steam Deck UI, that works. And like that is user friendly enough to like get you like the information you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm much more of a PC guy now. I'm drifting towards whatever is gonna get my games in a more versatile way.
Mhm.
So PlayStation and Nintendo, those games are locked to those platforms. Xbox, not so much. What?
We are seeing Sony like slowly like toy with releasing on other systems.
Yeah, yes, their first party games sometimes will release on other systems. However, you have to buy the game again.
True.
You can't just.
Yeah, I mean that's a problem with a lot of third party games though. Like if you want to play on multiple systems, you got to buy the game twice. Cyberpunk, you know, your save progresses,
Right.
But like if you want to play it on Xbox and play it on Switch, you got to buy the game twice.
But if I buy the game on Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
there's a potential future where I could also play the game on PC.
Right.
And then that allows me to play it on the ROG Ally and Steam Deck and all this other shit. So these are the choices we have to make now.
What we need, what would be beautiful, what will never happen is a movies anywhere type deal. Where you buy a movie on, for only certain studios do this, but if you buy a movie on, like, let's say, iTunes, it'll appear in your Amazon account, in your, well, they don't do it anymore, but your Xbox account, like, and all your other, like, digital movie storefronts. Like, they'll be, like, all over the place.
I mean, like, PlayStation does have, some games do have cross-save.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you buy Death Stranding in two places, you can move your, like, I think the PC version and the PS4 version or 5 version, you can move your save.
Yeah.
I didn't try it. I didn't bother to do it, but it looked like there was a way to do that.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's third-party games that have already been doing that, like Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So it's happening. We're homogenizing, but it's just not, it's not there yet. And these are still the decisions I have to make when I want to buy my games. So I'm excited for a potential future where PlayStation has a handheld that's a hybrid that I can do whatever I want with my game.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation cloud saves are a little shitty. So
yeah, because it's locked behind paywall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of having a home console and then a handheld, and I would probably bounce between the two, but not if the cloud saves are bad.
Right.
You gotta have good cloud saves. So I like the idea of PlayStation having a home console. It seems like Steam would be more versatile for me personally.
Yeah, Steam is 100% the most versatile of all the platforms.
You think it will ever get there? Maybe not in our lifetime. Hey, productivity. I'm trying GameHub. You have a video on that. That's all I have to say. Do I have you on Discord? I might need to talk to you. Anyway.
I'm still under the mindset of like whatever is on sale, get it on the platform that's on sale.
No,
like,
I need the convenience. I'm willing to pay extra for the convenience.
I'm a cheap bastard. So like if it's on sale for Xbox, I'll buy it on Xbox.
Well,
even though like can be more convenient if it was just on Steam.
I weigh my options. If it's cheaper on a console, I'm willing to if it's cheaper, I'm willing to take a hit depending on the versatility that I have. If it's on PlayStation, I'm almost never willing to get it. If it's on Switch and it's like a lot cheaper than it is on Steam, maybe I'll get the Switch version.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, GameHub is a app for Android.
Okay.
That is made by GameSir, the controller company.
GameHub Plus? No, that's GeForce. I see. Okay, PC Gamer has a thing on it.
It allows you to download and play your Steam games on an Android device.
Oh.
And it looks like it has really good compatibility. I have been trying it. It has really bad compatibility. Almost nothing fucking works. All the indie games I've tried have worked great.
Okay.
Anything 3D does not work. And one of the huge features is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Mm-hmm.
You need a pirated version of Grand Theft Auto 5. I spent $20 to get a legit version of Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm like, why is this not working? Because all the videos, it looks like it plays flawlessly.
Right.
But the actual version of Grand Theft Auto 5 from Steam has a launcher.
Right.
And it won't play. So you need to pirate the fucking game, or I guess get it on GOG.
Okay, yeah,
I'll buy it on GOG, but that doesn't. There's not GOG integration. You have to do some bullshit. So,
also, I guess GTA 5 does not have family sharing because I don't see it in our account.
It does not have family sharing because Hannah bought it for $20.
We're in like she's part of the family.
I know she bought it, and I went to play it, and I was like, oh, I don't have it. Because there's no family sharing.
Oh.
So I had to buy it. And then I bought it and then realized I can't even fucking use it.
Right. Okay.
It's only $20 though.
I know. But like I've toyed with buying GTA 5 again because I actually do like that game. But I mean like it's like 100 fucking hours, you know? Like
I don't want to play it. I just wanted to put it on my stupid Android phone to go, look, I got Grand Theft Auto on here, and then never play it again.
Speaking of family sharing, we are way off topic. Did you get MGS Delta?
No, I have been de-influenced.
Really?
I'm not getting it.
Really? Why
Every
not?
video I see of it looks terrible. I think it looks bad.
I mean, we have an article related to that later. But
it looks like a fine game. It looks like a much, much, much worse version of Metal Gear Solid 3.
Really?
Yes, because it's too like clean looking,
okay.
and because there's no. Because it looks more realistic now,
yeah,
the silliness factor is way off the charts.
Got it.
It just does not look like a Kojima game anymore. It looks like it all the art is lost.
It looks like a cover song.
It looks like AAA slop.
Right.
It doesn't look like it doesn't look like best game of all time.
Okay.
It looks like AAA slop to me. When I see all the videos I've seen of it, I'm like, ugh. All the cutscenes, I'm like, something just, I don't like the way that it is.
Okay.
I'm sure the game is fine, but I'm gonna be sad playing it, I think.
Yeah, I'll have to, I guess, wait and like weigh my options. Cause like that I actually would want to play again. But like, would it just be worth it to get the Master Collection?
I think so. Like, I see videos from my TikTok is filled with the Kojima stuff all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But I see videos from the original Metal Gear Solid 3, and I'm looking at videos from Metal Gear Solid Delta, and everything is making me want to gravitate towards just playing Metal Gear Solid 3.
Okay. It's enough. Like this is all good stuff to know.
I saw Will's friend Tim blamed devs not optimizing early enough in development. Optimizing? Well, it did have like technical issues. But that's not my issue with it. I think that it just looks bad.
See, I actually have a friend named Tim, so I thought you were talking about him. But yeah, no, my friend Tim Sweeney, because he liked to.
Oh,
I
thought he was literally. I was like, how do you know he's got a friend Tim? Whatever.
Yeah, how do you know? I haven't spoken to him in a long time. No, well, like that, we do have that in the keep somewhere. Like we will get to that after we talk about the handhelds, which we've stopped talking about.
We're done with the handheld. We're done. We're over it. It's over. But the multiplayer though, is there multiplayer?
Is there? I thought they didn't add that to this version.
Oh yeah, there was multiplayer.
There was multiplayer in the original. Yeah.
Yeah, I was excited for it. Where's Snake Eater in the chat? Guy named Snake Eater.
Yes.
He's been suspiciously quiet since the game came. Maybe you should look at MU Ready. A lot of people make compatibility reports for Grand Theft Auto 5 on Android. Here's the thing. I was going to finish the video today, and it's now 8:46, and I have not even touched this. I've been having nothing but fucking problems with this. It looked like everything was great with GameHub, the Android compatibility thing. It looked like everything was going great.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Maybe that's the title of the video. GameHub, nothing but fucking problems.
I started writing the script and I was like, look at how amazing this thing is, because it does work really well for like indie games and stuff, but anything 3D, it just crumbles.
Right.
Also, people don't like it because it's made by developers who stole code from Yuzu like years ago.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
And it's Chinese.
Okay.
But it's games, sir.
Yeah.
So like, who cares? Also, the U.S. government owns Intel now.
Yeah.
So you fucked anyway.
Yeah.
If you don't want a government having any... And what is China going to do with my Steam... Laugh at my COD stats?
China has your information already. I just want you to know that. Like, do you have a Facebook account? China has your information.
Yeah, that's...
So...
I think that's a... when I first heard about GameHub, that was what came with it, was the information that it's Chinese and people were skeptical of it. And then I saw it was GameSir, and I was like, why does anybody care?
Yeah.
GameSir. Anyway. Isn't GameSir a controller company? Yes. Anyway. What are we talking about? Let's talk about the Lenovo Legion Go 2 leaks.
Yes, you put this here.
I put this here. We'll also say thank you to Lad's Boss for the Prime, and I think I already thanked them. This article is from Retro Handhelds. We love Retro Handhelds. This is leaks of the Lenovo Legion Go 2. We're just going to go right down to the specs once I can find them. It's expected to debut at IFA 2025. What the hell is IFA 2025?
International...
Fuck ass. I know what you want to say.
I was trying to avoid ass as much as I could.
All right, the Lenovo
as I do every day in my life.
Legion Go to the extreme, they write.
Okay.
The Go 2, as shown in the leak below, will sport a 144Hz OLED screen with a 1200p resolution, which I think is what the original had.
Okay.
But 144 hertz, I think it had that too. But it didn't have an OLED screen. Also, this one is native landscape, I think I saw.
Okay.
I want to confirm, but I remember Carrie was going nuts about that.
The other one was
native landscape. Boom.
The other one was native portrait.
Yes, and that is it surprisingly fucks up so much more stuff than you realize. Sometimes, like when you first use it, it's like you're like, why does everybody care that this is native portrait? So native portrait means it's like for a cell phone, so it's like vertical. It's supposed to be vertical, but then they flip the screen horizontal, and that ruins some things. Like when you're installing a new operating system, it'll be vertical. Some games will just launch vertical and then flip to horizontal. It fucks up some things. So having native landscape is amazing. Also, that usually messes with variable refresh rate. This doesn't say if it has variable refresh rate, which is an issue for me because I really like variable refresh rate. This is going to be very cool.
Okay.
I'm very happy about this. And OLED is also very nice to see. This is going to be a very, very nice screen. It's got the Z2 Extreme, which is also going to be extremely powerful. 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is a lot. 1 terabyte SSD. This thing is going to be $1 million.
Yeah.
I think there was a leaked price. I remember seeing somewhere $1,300. I don't see that.
Jesus.
That's not confirmed. I don't see that anywhere.
Yeah, I don't see price in this article.
Yeah, so this thing's gonna be cool. Everyone's saying this is gonna be the best so far, probably the best screen in any PC handheld. Could be the best PC handheld so far, period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna not say that because 1, why are these buttons on the side where I grip it? That's weird. And 2, the fan. The Lenovo Legion Go is amazing, but the fan really makes me not want to play it sometimes.
Yeah.
So they really, really have to do something with the fan here, or else this is not gonna be like my go-to. Legion Cold Front, max cooling, manual control. This does not instill any confidence in me because look at that graphic. It looks like this thing is going to be sucking a lot of air.
Yeah. Yeah, it just...
I'm not convinced. There's a lot of buttons on this controller. There's 4 on the back. You got this little scroll wheel because the Joy-Cons can work as a mouse as well. And then you have some bullshit on the side, too. Where is it? There's buttons on the side here. Got 6 extra buttons. Never touch any of those buttons. But yeah, I like the original Lenovo Legion Go, so I know I'm gonna like this one. Yeah, I'm just praying that the fan is better. That's really it. It'll be fine for games that like don't require all that power. Like if you're not playing a AAA 3D game, you can get away with lowering the amount of power that you're sucking out. But I like to run these things at full blast because it's more fun that way. So $1,100.
Okay.
Is that the rumor, or is that just, are you guys throwing that out there? I mean, the Ally X is $800.
Yeah.
Is there an official price for the Xbox Ally
No,
X?
not official.
No? It's got to at least match that. And hopefully be lower than that, because that's a Z2 Extreme also. So, I don't know. I am trying to get my hands on a review unit. Fun thing that Lenovo does, you have to say the video's sponsored if they give you a review unit.
But that's not
so
sponsorship.
So I had a fight with my manager today.
I love these stories.
I all caps yelled at him because he was telling me they don't, that's how they are. They do that. I was like, okay, can you ask them for a review unit? I'll even borrow it. I don't even need it. I just want to review it. He's like, they're gonna say this, and I was like, okay, well, can you try? He's like, try what? I was like, try to get me a review unit. So I might be late on the video because I'm gonna probably have to buy one, but that's the moral of the story.
And we can say that because he doesn't listen to this podcast.
It happened. It's a thing that happened. Did we talk about the new AYN devices yet? Did we talk about them last week?
I don't think so.
The Odin Thor. I'll just pull up real quick.
We did not talk about.
Actually, no, it's just called the AYN Thor because they got Odin, they got Loki,
and then they got
this is the Thor.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's really not much to say.
Oh, it's
starting at $250 dual screen.
Okay.
Everything's dual screen these days.
Yeah.
So AYN is doing a dual screen Android handheld. I want this. I want to try it out. I'm gonna print it. I'm gonna print the whole screen. That's really it. 60 hertz? Get this the fuck. We don't do 60 hertz anymore.
Well, I mean, how else are they gonna get it to 250?
Good point.
Some people might not want anything more.
What's the expensive one? $429 for an Android device? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the AYN devices. I'll say it.
Yeah.
I like the AYN devices.
Oh, look at that.
AYN Neo, I don't hate the Android handhelds they have, but some of them are very expensive.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, a little more manageable. So I'm interested. It's an Android limitation? What is? Oh, because it's dual screen. Okay. Oh, it says 120 hertz.
Okay. All right.
Oh, the bottom screen's 60.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Who cares about the bottom screen?
Mm-hmm.
The top screen being 120 is great. Bottom screen, I don't give a shit about the bottom screen.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're using it for 3DS or DS, that's
Yeah.
only going to be 60 max anyway.
Mm-hmm.
AYN's successor to the Odin 2 will be the first gaming. Oh yeah, there's that one. I forgot about this. This is the one that actually dropped like yesterday. This is the Odin 3.
Okay.
And this just has the new Snapdragon processor in it.
Okay.
It looks almost identical to the Odin 2 Portal, which I didn't love. I mean, the screen's amazing on the Odin 2 Portal. It's an OLED screen, but it's a lot. It's big, and I like the Odin 2 Mini because it's just as powerful, but it's small. It's like a Vita. So I mean, it's cool. I like the Odin, so it's cool they're making another one. But I want the mini version of this. All right, and that's your handheld corner.
Yes.
AYN Devices. Write that down. We'll do the backlog. I guess I'll play it, but who knows what it's gonna sound like. Oh yeah, baby. Backlog. Hey everybody, it's backlog time. We're all so happy to be back.
Log. The Backlog is a segment of the WULFF Den Podcast where we go through our entire video game collection, a collection of over 1,051 games, pick one at random, and talk about it regardless of whether or not we've played it.
And what are we at?
151. 1,051.
Okay. And we're gonna do 111.
Oh, 111. Oh Jesus! The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition promo disc for the GameCube.
What games were in this?
Which one was this?
This was the one that I'm pretty sure it just had Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but it had the Master Edition or whatever.
Oh, the Master Quest.
The Master Quest, which is a harder version of Ocarina of Time.
Harder version. Oh no, I think it had.
Okay, so there were two different Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube, right?
Was there?
Pretty sure.
All right.
Edition GameCube discs. We have the one that is just two games, I believe.
Because there's one that has the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2 Adventures of Link for NES, and then the N64 Zelda games, which is different from the one that has Master Quest.
Oh, and then the one you're talking about, the Collector's Edition one, has a demo of Wind Waker.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. I think we have the one that has the Master Quest on it.
I feel like that has to be it, because like, why would we give a shit about games that are very easy to access?
I'll tell you why, Will, because this was another GameStop grab.
I had a feeling.
I went to GameStop when they were like basically giving away GameCube and Xbox games. So I was just grabbing up whatever I could get. And this was one of them. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Yeah.
This looks a lot more familiar. This is Ocarina of Time and Master Quest. This is the 2-game bonus disc. This does not say Collector's Edition.
Because they only gave this away.
Is it possible we had both?
No. It would have been in the backlog. We only have one. And
well, because this one doesn't say Collector's Edition, but the other one is called the Collector's Edition.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be great if we had all of our games localized in one spot. We could just go and grab it.
I'm trying to think, because like both promo discs were pre-order bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
And I think specifically for Wind Waker. Like you had to pre-order the game and they gave you a copy of this for free so you can play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask and the Master Quest.
Interestingly, this one that I'm showing on screen, it's $100 in Macari. It only has Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time Master Quest, which is, I guess, the same thing. This one has a big Wind Waker on it.
Interesting.
And then it plus Ocarina of Time and Master Quest. That we do not have that one. I'm pretty sure the one that we have is this 2-game bonus disc one.
Right.
I'm almost positive we don't have the other one that includes the NES games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So never played this disc.
Yeah.
In my life. Never touched Master Quest. I did play Ocarina of Time. We have a backlog episode.
We do.
Very controversial backlog episode where we kind of trash Ocarina of Time for a really long time.
Not one of our favorite games.
No. So I will recap that a little bit. I did not like Ocarina of Time when it came out as a child. We got it from Blockbuster more than once, I believe.
Yeah.
And because everybody was talking about how great that game was, and everybody on the schoolyard was saying how great Ocarina of Time was. Could not get into it for the life of me because I just didn't like rolling around trying to figure out what to do and where to go. And it wasn't as easy to you can get like a player's guide or you can look up on n64.com or GameFAQs like where to go, but it wasn't as easy.
Well, that's the thing. Like everybody who had it back in the day had the player's guide with it so that they could figure out where to go.
And and if you didn't, you're a liar.
Yeah.
But then I stopped. I didn't get very far. Yeah. And I stopped playing it until over a decade later.
Yeah.
I picked it back up and I beat the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't like the game.
Yeah, I tried playing it again when it came out on the 3DS. I'm just like, I'm not into it.
True. I forgot about the 3DS version. I also tried to play the 3DS version. I got a lot farther in the 3DS version. Yeah. Still did not like the game. Mm-hmm. Then I played the N64 version. You could see the whole playthrough over on youtube.com/WULFF DEN clips.
Yes.
The whole playthrough of Ocarina of Time. And it's me having a really bad time the whole time.
So we got this specifically for like the Master Quest. And the Master Quest, we
got this as a collector's item.
Yes. The Master Quest is an alternate version of Ocarina of Time for the N64. It is largely the same content as the original release, but with its dungeons redesigned or altered to become tougher, akin to the second quest in the original Legend of Zelda. Therefore, Master Quest is intended for experienced Ocarina of Time players looking for new challenges. Notably, its logo has the Zelda wording being changed from red to blue.
This is also in the 3DS version, I think?
Yes, they did put it in the 3DS version.
What we're watching right now is a trailer from 14 years ago of Ocarina of Time for 3DS.
Yeah.
And it's showing the differences between the Master Quest version.
Yeah, so if you want to play the Master Quest, just get the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going to seek out this collector's edition disc.
Yeah.
We only got it because there's probably some weird promotion or loophole where it was like buy 2 GameCube games, get one free, and I finagled it somehow so that this one was like the free one or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a collector's item. I had no intention of actually playing the game.
Yeah.
If you actually really do want to play it, just play the 3DS version or play regular Ocarina of Time on Nintendo Switch Online and forget the Master Quest completely, because it's probably hard in unfair ways.
Yeah.
Because Ocarina of Time is not an easy game.
That is also hard in unfair ways.
It is not fun.
Yeah.
I'll say. My issue when I came out of Ocarina of Time, my issue was it's hard to figure out where to go, obviously. Now you have ways to find out with the internet and whatever, but the biggest frustration with Ocarina of Time is it's an N64 game, and you will know the answer to a puzzle and you'll go to do the answer and it just won't work. And you'll be like, oh, I guess that's not the answer. But really, the reason it didn't work was because you were facing a little bit to the right, or you were a little bit back from where you were supposed to be. And it's hard. It's because it's an N64 game.
Right.
And the collision is bad because it's an N64 game.
See, my problem with older Zelda games, especially the 3D ones, is even with all the players' guides and stuff, they don't steer you in the direction you necessarily need to go. Like they'll tell you like all the story beats and stuff, but like if you miss a side quest, like some random ass side quest that's not important, like you will like be 10 hearts behind and your wallet won't be big enough. And like you just always I get to a point where like you said, the answer should be like right there, obvious, staring me in the face, and it's just not, and it just becomes like frustrating and boring after a while.
There were a handful of times where I was nowhere close to like where I needed to go.
Yeah.
I like needed to like look up where to go. Like maybe I was on the other side of like the town or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest frustration was like I have to like I just got a hammer. I got to smash this totem with the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the hammer out. I go to smash it and nothing happens. And I'm like, why didn't anything happen?
Yeah.
So I go through all my tools. I go all over the dungeon. Nothing's working. I go back to the totem. I smash it with the hammer and it works this time.
Yeah.
That makes me lose my glasses. Anyway, thanks for watching the backlog, guys. We're going to continue our podcast now. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Snake Eater's here. Hi, Snake Eater.
Hey.
Just talking about you. How is Snake Eater? Flo, thanks for gifting us up. My woman is a Zelda fanatic, and she told me to never touch most 3D Zelda games because she knows I hate the jank. Yeah, I do hate the jank. I couldn't even get through Tears of the Kingdom.
I didn't finish Breath of the Wild, but not because I was bored, honestly. I feel like I had gotten to a point where I had had enough fun, and I like did everything I wanted to do.
You burned out.
Yeah, I guess you can
I
call it
burned out. I burned out on
it wasn't
Breath of the Wild.
burnout from hatred. It was burnout from like it's just so much to do. And like if you want to do it right, you got to do it a certain
Game's
way.
too long.
Game's too long, game's
Game's
too
too long.
big.
So, I did finish Breath of the Wild. It took me 5 years.
Yeah.
I came back to it I only played half of the game. I came back to it and I just decided I'm just going to beat Ganon.
Yeah.
And then I beat him first try. So I'll say if you've had enough of the game, just go look up where Ganon is and go. I kind of want to do that with Tears of the Kingdom because I'm also halfway through Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
What if I just go fight Ganon and beat the game?
I got up to like when they tell you about the divine beasts, and like I was gonna go fight the one, but I wanted to go like look for like the gear that like helps
You didn't even do a Divine Beast?
I did not do
in Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Because like I wanted to like go hunt for gear that'll help me do that, and I'm just like
You'll get it at the Divine Beast.
not necessarily.
Yeah.
Alright.
The first Divine Beast you do, you'll be fine.
Okay.
It's a kid's game. This is the thing that you gotta realize. Like everybody, like obviously the game's easier if you beat all the Divine Beasts, but it's still a kid's game.
Yeah.
Anyway. Did you know that the collector's edition of Zelda
Were you aware?
DS version actually has a 2003 copyright on it because they changed some of the lingo and words within the game. And that version of the game was reused from the Wii Virtual Console. I did not know that.
That was a game fact.
That was a game fact. Snake Eater. Bob, I told you I'd let you know my thoughts on Delta Snake Eater on the podcast last week, but I was too busy playing the game nonstop. I love it. It's very faithful. Nothing is taken out or altered for the negative. Gameplay is smooth and badass. I love it. It feels like the perfect mix of MGS5 gameplay and original MGS3.
Interesting.
There are little surprises, though. The boss fights are harder and aggressive. So that's one thing that's drawing me to it is I like the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid 5, and the gameplay of this actually looks really good. But Snake Eater, what I was saying before, earlier in the podcast, was every time I see something, a video of Metal Gear Solid Delta, it's making me not want to play it because of how I don't like the way that it looks.
Do we just want to go into what?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Might as well.
Okay. This is via Eurogamer. Epic CEO Tim Sweeney, and friend of the show because he liked to tweet of mine that one time that is true, has blamed developers for issues with games made in Unreal Engine 5, like Metal Gear Solid Delta, stating the main cause is the order of development. A number of games developed for Unreal Engine 5 released recently have had issues with performance, including the likes of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater and Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, but Ever since the engine's release, there has been games with stuttering and poor frame rates. Now, speaking to media at the Unreal Fest in South Korea, Sweeney put the onus on developers and the need for better education. The main cause is order of development, he says. Many studios build for top-tier hardware first and leave optimization and low-spec testing for the end. Ideally, optimization should begin early before full content build out. We're doing two things: strengthening engine support with more automated optimization across devices, and expanding developer education to optimize early. So optimize early becomes standard practice. If needed, our engineers can step in. Game complexity, he continues, is much higher than 10 years ago. So it's hard to solve purely at an engine level. Engine makers and game teams need to collaborate. We're also bringing Fortnite optimization learnings to Unreal Engine so titles run better on low-spec PCs.
I mean, it's a difficult dance because obviously these games want to be, they want to show the graphical prowess. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of these AAA games are marketed as looking really nice.
Right.
And like, unfortunately, mainstream audiences go, ooh, that looks shiny.
Yeah.
You know, and like, that's really important to the
Yeah.
sales of a game. But Tim Sweeney's saying you should build small and then work your way up. Which I agree with, but unfortunately, the market might disagree.
Even like dating back to like when Watch Dogs, like when the first trailer for Watch Dogs came out, it looked better than the final game that came out, because like the trend was to like he said, start big and then scale down.
Yeah,
but
that was a huge flaw, and we all cite that as like a disaster. But that probably sold a lot of people on the game.
Yeah.
Because the first impression was, wow, this looks really cool. And then they started taking little things out and making it a lot worse looking.
I don't think it was a disaster because it sold so well.
Yeah.
I think if anything, it was, the wrong lessons were learned from it, as usual.
Yeah.
Where they'll, developers will say, all right, we got to make it look good, and then we'll worry about whether or not it runs on the system or not.
Calling it a disaster was the wrong thing. We look at it as like a blunder, and we cite it when other people do similar things, like when we see a game that looks too good to be true, like this is a Switch 1 game.
Yeah.
We're like that. Like everyone was looking at Metroid Prime and being like, this isn't a Switch 1 game, this is a Switch 2 game. And they were citing Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Because they did something similar. But turns out Metroid is a Switch 1.
Yeah. But yeah, I also think though at a certain point, like that becomes a failure on Unreal Engine themselves, because they should be more out there and vocal about like how to use their tools to the best of their abilities, because like there are a lot of games right now that are Unreal 5 and like not working properly on a bunch of platforms. A lot of Unreal Engine 5 games are not Steam Deck verified for one reason or another.
I don't know enough about development engines. I would assume that engines like Unreal Engine and like Unity are getting there's so much in them, and there's so many tools and ways developers can like kind of like things that help developers. There's so much stuff like that that it's harder to troubleshoot, because a lot of stuff is just built into the game already, or built into the engine already.
Yeah.
So it's not something you're building from the ground up anymore. It's just there already.
On a side note, Digital Foundry did run the numbers on Metal Gear Solid Delta, and they said it runs smoothest on the Series X as opposed to the PS5 and the PS5 Pro.
That is a first.
But the Series S is hard to recommend.
I think I remember hearing the PS5 Pro is worse than the Series X, which that's very weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still flip-flopping on Delta. I don't.
That might have to be like an on-sale game,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Just like I like the narrative of Metal Gear.
Yeah.
In all of the videos I'm seeing, I don't like it. I don't like the way that the game looks. It is a little disappointing the performance isn't a solid 60 frames per second on my PS5 all the time. My gameplay drops to 50, but it's not that noticeable. I played the whole game with one crash. Oh, a crash. A crash on console is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, 50's not bad. 50's not bad for a console game. We call that a black box in development. You know what the result is, and as long as you don't have to dive in and debug, you end up not learning the ins and outs of the system. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I never knew that term. That's what I think about when people talk about like AI and how people are going to use AI for like development and for their daily stuff.
Yeah.
Like, people are going to use it and then they're not going to know what it's doing or how to fix what it's doing or why it's doing it or why it looks bad or if it looks bad. They're just going to go, oh, that looks fine. So they won't be able to go in and tweak it because they don't know any better because they didn't learn anything. They just used AI.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Thank you to Mecha Dragon for bringing this to our attention. Another free game is available for yes, if you're subscribed to the Switch Online Plus expansion
pack.
They
always drop it during the podcast.
Yes. And if
I'm gonna go to Nintendo of America's YouTube and just click.
So if you're subscribed to Switch Online Plus expansion pack and you're over the age of 17, this is very important. You can play Forspoken 64, available now in the Nintendo 64.
That is not the game. Try again.
Forspoken. Right?
Forspoken is a different game.
Oh, Forspoken is the cringe game.
The bad PlayStation game.
Yes.
I was like, that was a sequel?
No. Forsaken 64. Doom style or Quake style rather, first person shooter.
Choose a biker.
From back in the day. Always a game I would see in Blockbuster and be like, oh, cool, and then not rent it.
So wait, is it a first-person shooter or are you?
I thought it was a first-person shooter.
It looks like you're in like a hover bike.
So it's a first-person bike 'em up?
I've never seen this before in my life.
I've never seen the gameplay. I've seen the cover art of the girl with the tattoo on her face. Yes. That's all I know of this game. That's all I will probably ever know of this game.
Yep. Cool. I mean, you know what? The more stuff on Nintendo Switch Online, the better. Who made this game?
Don't know.
Forsaken. Probe Entertainment for Windows and PlayStation.
Okay. Acclaim. Long Island Zone!
And Night Dive Studios did a remaster.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, because Probe was an arm of Acclaim, and Iguana was the Turok people.
Iguana did the N64 version.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. So that license must have been easy for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the more stuff on Nintendo Switch Online, the better.
Yeah.
They make that a huge library.
I mean, Acclaim did have a lot of N64 games, so probably easy to fill up the library with just Acclaim games.
I remember not buying this game because of the cover art specifically, says Technology. Mr. Buttermilk, thanks for the $2. Ultimate Spider-Man any good? I have Ultimate X-Men. It's good.
You mean the current comic book, Ultimate Spider-Man, is very good, but it is. I'm getting a little sick of its real-time gimmick. So every issue is like takes place in the month it gets released in. So like that makes the whole story like just drag.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and apparently it's going to end after 24 issues. So I don't know what's going on there. Like I like it a lot, and I feel like it would read better collected than month to month. But that's my thoughts on the current Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm dying. Oh God. The original Ultimate Spider-Man from like the early 2000s is very good, I will say. All right, thanks for your water. I'm out of water. I'm okay. You got me.
You can have my water. I don't need it apparently.
You got me talking about comic books, and I'm all riled up.
I have a page from Ultimate Spider-Man from when he dies.
Yes,
I have a page from that issue.
the original Bendis era of Ultimate Spider-Man is excellent.
It was not expensive.
Because you bought the page right before he dies.
Yeah, but still, it's from the issue where he dies.
But also, it's like,
and it's Ultimate, so he's dead.
Yeah, but like again, it's Ultimate, so like it's not that big of a deal. If it was Amazing Spider-Man, who has died a couple of times, then yeah, it would have been.
I was shocked by how cheap.
Yeah.
Anyway, Microsoft expands Xbox Cloud Gaming to Game Pass Core and standard subscriptions. I gotta look at my subscriptions. What am I paying for? Because I did have Xbox for the cloud game.
Mm-hmm.
I paid for the high tier for the cloud gaming.
Microsoft is expanding its cloud gaming technology to Game Pass Core and standard subscribers, dropping the requirement for the highest tier Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for access to cloud games. As part of Xbox Insider testing, Microsoft is also providing access to some PC games for Game Pass Core and standard subscribers. Microsoft currently restricts access to Xbox Cloud Gaming to Game Pass Ultimate to get cloud access, meaning you have to pay $20 a month US to get access to xCloud. Xbox Insiders can now start testing the ability to stream cloud games included with Game Pass Core and standard subscriptions. As a part of this insider experience, the Xbox Game Pass Core and standard subscribers will be able to stream cloud playable games included in their subscription or select cloud playable games they own, explains the insider team. Microsoft is also expanding PC game access to Game Pass Core and standard subscribers too. As part of testing, Xbox Insiders subscribe to Game Pass Core or standard will for the first time gain access to PC versions of select titles, giving you the flexibility and choice to play on a PC or Windows handheld.
I do not have
any version.
I completely got rid of my subscription. So now I'm checking PlayStation to make sure that I don't have that. I should only have Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay.
And you know what? Honestly, don't even use that. So.
Well, now you're not going to be able to use the C button on your Switch.
Oh, no. I've never used it. Never once. A Wood tried to get me to use it, and I was like, I'm not plugging in a camera. Because if I do that, I'm going to have to plug in a camera, if you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, it's great that we're getting cloud gaming for a lot cheaper, because that's really like the only benefit to the higher tier.
Yeah, I think the fact that they've restricted it.
It won't let me go get into Sony's website at all. So
the fact that they've restricted it for so long is it's all part of the confusion of Game Pass. Mm-hmm. The easiest thing to do is just pay the $20 for the ultimate version, but what if you don't need all those features? What if you just want to stream some games?
Yeah, I mean,
they have to make Game Pass cheaper if they ever wanted to catch up.
Another more confusing thing is there's different tiers of the cloud streaming.
Yeah,
there's Xbox and there's Xbox and there is PC streaming. Mm-hmm. So a lot of what I want to do is PC streaming. Yeah. I don't necessarily need to stream the Xbox stuff. So it is still very confusing.
Yeah,
they should get rid of as many tiers as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the more features, the better, I guess. Moving on, Hitman's now on iOS.
The nearly complete Hitman World of Assassination experience, including all 25 levels and Bald Assassin Agent 47 himself, is making the leap from consoles and PC to iPhone and iPad, but folks might be shocked by the high sticker price of this new portable version of the stealth action game. On August 27th, IO Interactive released Hitman World of Assassination on Apple App Store. It supports newer iPhones and iPads and includes almost the full experience, though it isn't shipping with the wonderful roguelike mode Freelancer. Instead, that will be added at a later free update. Still, having all of Hitman 1, 2, and 3 in your pocket is wild. It also isn't cheap. This version of the game can be downloaded freely, and you can play the first level at no cost, but to play the rest of the game, you will need to fork over $70, or you could spend $3 per level, which equals out to around $72 before tax. According to a press release for the new port, IO Interactive has designed an entirely touch control scheme built specifically for iPhone and iPad, which is neat, but the game also supports traditional controllers as well. Still, one can't help but look at the $70 price tag for a mobile game, one which is a many years old PC console port, and make a weird noise. This same package with freelancers is available on Switch 2 for just $60. It seems odd to charge such a premium for a mobile port, especially when there's plenty of data to show that these fancy iPhone AAA ports don't sell well at any they don't sell well at all on the platform.
I bet they're hoping that this is going to show up in the Apple event next week. And that's why this is here. And that's it.
Yeah.
I really support iOS and hopefully Mac getting AAA games like this.
Yeah.
I think it's great. That price tag is a little crazy considering this is not even a new game.
Yeah.
This is just, these are some old games. How do you feel about paying $3 a level? Because like playing the first level free, that's great.
That's great.
I'm not beating the game. So like instead of paying $70 for the whole package, only paying for the levels that I actually play doesn't sound that bad.
Doesn't sound that bad, but like
the price is too high just in general. But buying each level, like I don't hate that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I think people are talking about like how it being expensive for a mobile game. Hitman: World of Assassination is like the worst distributed game I have ever seen. I love this game so much, but the way they've like repackaged it and distributed it, it's so confusing and nonsensical. So let's say, for example, you want to play Hitman: World of Assassination right now. You've never played it before, and you didn't pick it up as it was released originally. So if you wanted to play the game, you go on Steam, and then there's buy Hitman: World of Assassination Part 1 for $30. That'll get you just the Hitman 3 levels. Actually, it will get you... No, that'll get you the Hitman 1 levels. Just the Hitman 1 levels.
Okay.
If you buy Hitman World of Assassination for $70, that's the whole game. That's Hitman 1, 2, and 3, all packaged in one. And then there's the deluxe edition for $100, which gets you all the DLC bonus levels. So, like, when they originally repackaged the Hitman games, the selling point was that they were going to delist Hitman 1 and 2, but just include it in all future purchases of Hitman 3. They didn't do that. They just repackaged Hitman 1 and then made 2 and 3 like DLC, essentially. Or like the gold tier version of the game.
Why are they milking Assassins? Why are they milking Hitman for everything that it's worth? Like this game gets re-released like every. I hear about this game very frequently.
I imagine the 007 First Light is very expensive to make.
Oh yes.
So they probably need some like extra financing here and there. We're for anyone who's going to ask, yes, we know that there's going to be a PlayStation Direct on that game tomorrow. That's it.
It looks good.
It does look good. Yeah. I mean, like, and look, like Hitman is incredible. I wish everybody would play it, but like, I can't recommend it at like this. You know,
I want to clarify that. I want to clarify that I don't hate the idea of buying each level individually on an iPhone game.
Mm-hmm.
If this was a console game, that would be a problem.
Right.
I don't want to pay for each level that I'm playing. But for an iPhone game, I'm not playing the whole game. It's on the iPhone. You know, I don't know if I'm going to make it through the whole thing. So if a game's $70, I might opt to just buy each level. Because that might actually save me some money. It's a very good game, if I'm being honest. I hear nothing but great things, and it seems like a game I would love because I like those types of stealth games, and I have never played it.
There's 23 standard levels in Hitman World of Assassination, not including like all the bonus DLC level stuff. So like that's a good chunk of game right there. Like that'll keep you occupied forever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is 3 games.
Yeah,
for $70.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot for an iPhone game.
That's another thing too. Like Apple spent the last like 20 years or so convincing people that video games can cost like $2.
Yeah.
And like that's good enough, worth your time. Or better yet, free with ads. So, and now when like, you know, for lack of a better term, a real video game comes on and it charges the same as it does on Xbox,
Yeah.
people are going to balk because it's two different audiences.
Now, if I could get it for $70 on iPhone and Mac, that might change my
Yeah.
opinion on it.
Yeah. And that's something they keep like hyping up, like gaming on Mac, the M4 chips, like, oh, you game whatever, but like they do bullshit with it.
Candy Crush devs fear layoffs. Microsoft pushing AI.
Speaking of iOS games, where are my notes? Last month, King cut around 200 staff as part of Microsoft's sweeping layoffs, which saw games canceled and studios slashed across its gaming business. It is claimed that at the time that some level designers and copywriters were told their jobs were at risk because they were set to be replaced by the AI tools they had helped to build. Now a new report by mobilegamer.biz suggests that morale continues to be low at the company, with some staff taking legal action over their severance packages and allegations that cuts were made with no consideration for staff performance. One staff member who spoke to the site under conditions of anonymity said they believe Microsoft had been offering them illegal severance packages, and that while some are now taking legal action, others have just taken the packages to avoid further complications. One source said it seemed as if King had listed every employee sorted by salary and then fired them from the top down, only skipping over people they trusted, and that it didn't matter that it was people who worked there for 10 or more years or who contributed to the success and earned promotions, because performance didn't matter. Staff have also claimed that some burnt out staff have been put on medical leave, while others are afraid of raising concerns because the feedback is no longer allowed to be given anonymously and must be connected to a name, which scared a lot of people. It is also claimed that Microsoft is aiming for a goal of 100% daily usage of AI so that every artist, designer, developer, even managers have to use it on a daily basis, but that King leadership is in general quite AI skeptic. One former senior manager told mobilegamer.biz that they expect more layoffs to follow, saying the workforce at King was bloated and that a reduction was very much needed.
What the fuck does 100% daily use of AI mean? I guess they mean each day you need to use it. Not you can't possibly use it 100% of your daily job is using AI.
And like in what context?
Yeah.
Because like it's such a nebulous term now.
It's a tool. It's like going to a work site and like a construction site and saying, you need to use a hammer for 100% of this job. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, but like even then, like how are you supposed to like integrate it into your workflow? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you can't just brute force this into everything at every turn.
No, it's amazing how stupid these higher ups of these companies are. You think they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be making smart decisions.
No.
You'd think they had to be smart to get there.
Clearly you don't.
Like,
clearly you don't.
They literally are just shoehorning AI into things so that they can tell the stock market, look, we're an AI company.
We're an AI company. We're using AI to, benefit the success of the company and all that nonsense.
Why doesn't Microsoft just say Azure is AI?
Because Azure is cloud. Remember when cloud?
Yeah, now cloud is AI.
Yeah, well,
do that. Say that, and then boom, and then you're done, and then you don't have to do this dumb shit.
I don't know, man. Like it's
the people who are in charge of making the decisions don't know how anything actually works on the day-to-day of these people. So they're like, use this tool.
And it's insane.
And they don't know what the output is.
It's insane because like Microsoft and Google and Nvidia and Tesla and all the other tech companies, like they are pushing in, they so want to be an AI company, even though it doesn't benefit or make total sense for them. Like Tesla is a car company, but now they're going to be an AI company. Meta is a social network company. but now they're going to be an AI company. Like,
AI has also lost all meaning.
yeah.
Like Tesla can be an AI company if you say that their cars drive themselves. But like, is that necessarily what AI is in the traditional sense that we're talking about these days?
Yeah.
Because AI is a language model, is it not? And the car's not talking to you.
Not yet.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, that's like, it is an artificial intelligence, but not in the way that like we're talking about in the ChatGPT sense. That's a completely different thing.
No, ChatGPT will
people don't know the distinction.
Right. ChatGPT will just convince you to kill your mom and then yourself.
ChatGPT,
Wall Street Journal article. Read it. It's a real newspaper.
ChatGPT will just they just like to tell you you're right. Like you ask it, it's like a hype man. It like convinces you that you're right about whatever you want to be right about.
Did you see the South Park episode about ChatGPT? It's actually really good.
I didn't.
Really good.
No, the language model is generative AI. No, generative AI isn't a language model. It's generating things like the video, like the when it generates a video, or when it generates a fucking, or when it generates when you go into Photoshop and you generative fill, that's generative AI.
Yeah.
Funny because we've been using AI for so long. Chat box, but now AI is the trend. Yes, there has been advancements in the area, but now everybody says they have AI because they use some sort of chat box. Language model is a type of generative AI. Large language models can be generative, agentic, etc. It generates text. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. I'll allow it. That's what I think of AI. It's a thing that it's a way for you to take human language and get an output out of it through human language.
Would I be thrown off the show if I started throwing clanker around whenever we talk about AI?
The problem, so
that's where I'm at.
I'm comfortable with those jokes. I've seen them, and I see the TikToks, but I'm like, this is only funny because of the actual things they're referencing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Oh, yes, Star Wars. My manager started contributing to the code base using AI. He's not a software engineer by any stretch of the imagination. Well, he's got to do that, and then you got to fix all of his problems.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like, I'll use like generative fill in Photoshop, and AI generates some bullshit, and then I go in and I fix it.
So then why even use it if you have to fix it?
Because it is easier than getting my camera and making a scene and doing it. You know, like it's a tool that makes my life easier. But it only makes my life easier because I know how to do it without the AI.
So then just do it without the AI.
It's infinitely longer to do it without the AI.
Okay, but
in those senses.
Okay, but it's like, do you want to do it or do you want to do it right? You know,
you would never be able to tell the difference because I know how to make it look realistic.
Right.
And not everybody does. Like, people will just, they'll use it as a crutch, and you'll be like, that looks like shit. And they won't be able to explain why it looks like shit, but somebody who knows better will be able to explain why it looks like shit. And a lot of these people who have jobs where they're being forced to use AI, they know why it won't work. But the people above them who are forcing them to use the AI don't know why it won't work.
Yeah.
They're just forcing them to do it because they are able to tell their bosses, we're using AI. Tell all the shareholders we're using AI. Anyway. Where are we? 3/4 of Switch 2 Cyberpunk sales were physical. I did hear about this.
Earlier this year, the team at CD Projekt Red announced that Cyberpunk 2077 will be a Switch 2 launch title. Not only that, the studio was going to offer those interested in a physical game cartridge to purchase with the actual game on it. This decision to put CD Projekt This decision put CD Projekt in a relative minority, as many third-party studios were instead favoring game key cards for their own Switch 2 releases. On August 28th, CD Projekt Red released its latest financial results, and it turns out that Switch 2 community really does like its physical media. Of Cyberpunk 2077 Switch 2 sales in June, over 75% were physical. As you can see from the image on screen, that Bob has it on screen, only 24.6% of the game's Switch 2 sales were digital. While we don't have sales figures for Cyberpunk 2077, back in June, it was reported that CD Projekt's Cyberpunk 2077 was the best-selling third-party game during the launch of the Switch 2 and did reasonable numbers on the Nintendo's latest console. Prior to the Switch 2 debut, CD Projekt's VP of Business Development, Jan Rosner, said having Cyberpunk as a cartridge with a plug-and-play experience on Switch 2 was the right thing to do. At this time, the studio exec noted that physical games remain vital to Nintendo's player base, and developers should not underestimate this.
I was part of the 25% that bought it digitally. I think that a lot of this is due to there weren't a lot of Switch 2 games.
Right.
And when the Switch 2 was launching, this got so much praise and was really it was part of the marketing that this is a physical game with the game actually on it, and it was a lot of work for them to get the game on just a 64 gigabyte cartridge, and it was very expensive for them to get the game on a 64 gigabyte cartridge. So CD Projekt Red this was touted as being like a great physical game to get with the Switch. So I think that if this game only released it digitally, a lot of those people wouldn't have bought it at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
because people, I think people bought it because it's physical and might not have even played it. They might have just bought it with the Switch 2 and been like, I got this because it's physical.
Well, I think there's some truth to what they're saying about like Nintendo console buyers still want physical media, because like if you go into like a store, it's like Target or Walmart or Best Buy or whatever, the Nintendo section is still fairly full of like physical games you can buy, whereas the Xbox and PlayStation sections are getting smaller and smaller and smaller by the day. So there still seems to be like a push for physical media on a Nintendo platform at the very least.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like neg the market for physical media.
Yeah,
I think that's very important. They should still continue to make physical media. I just think that in like a year's time, a big release like this will probably see more of a similarity between the physical and digital sales. I just think that this it was weighted heavily in physical sales just because of the circumstances of
I think it definitely benefited from the circumstances. But I wouldn't be surprised if this statistic holds true for other games that get released physically.
I think there's two problems. One, I think as the Switch 2 becomes more mainstream and more people get it, I think they will just buy more digital stuff because it's just easier for consumers these days to get digital stuff. And two, not every developer is CD Projekt Red. CD Projekt Red is in a really they're in a position where they could spend the extra money on the 64 gigabyte physical cartridge, and they have the tools to get the game to work on the Switch 2 in general, and to force their game down to size. And not most developers do not have that in their back pocket. So like I don't think you're gonna see like Call of Duty releasing on a cartridge.
Call of Duty? No. No.
You're going to see that as a download only, maybe not even a game key card.
Yeah.
So, anyway. We got people on YouTube. We got Eric. Thanks for the $2. First super chat since the old gameplay stream days. Oh my God.
Wow. Where you been?
Professor Rock with the $2. Congrats on being the 2006 Person of the Year, Eric. Excuse me?
Well, wasn't that the year when Time Magazine said you were the Person of the Year?
Fuck you.
No, I'm serious.
And it was like a big mirror.
Yeah.
Anyway, Capcom confirms Pragmatic is not a Mega Man game.
Capcom has poured cold water on fan theories suggesting that its upcoming PS5 game Pragmata could be a secret Mega Man title.
I thought it was.
A lot of people did. Having analyzed footage from previews and official trailers, fans have been drawing comparisons between Pragmata and the Mega Man series. The theories are based on the strong use of the color blue in the Robot Girl's design, as well as plot points such as the use of a moon base taken over by machines. Some fans have now taken these connections to mean that Pragmata could be a Mega Man game in disguise. According to producer Noado Oyama, these links are essentially just coincidence. Speaking to VGC, Oyama said, while laughing, Pragmata is not a Mega Man game. It is a completely new game from Capcom. Oyama is happy Mega Man fans are passionate about Pragmata, as he served as a producer on Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, but there is no official connection between the two IPs. So there you go.
More coy about it.
Yeah.
I might have been interested if he was more coy about it.
I mean, I think, a game with heavy similarities to Mega Man isn't a bad thing necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it is a missed opportunity to not make this some kind of a Mega Man game.
First of all, this is giving me Donkey Kong vibes.
Yeah.
You got a little girl on your back.
Yeah.
I wanted why are there no Mega Man games? It's their biggest IP.
It's such an Resident Evil's their biggest IP.
Well, Resident Evil is their moneymaker.
Right.
But Mega Man is such an iconic character.
Yeah, like
if you put Leon Kennedy next to Mega Man and you show Mom, she's gonna look at Mega Man.
Well, depending on the mom, she's gonna look at Leon first and be like, oh hey. How about some overtime?
What pants is he wearing?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, obviously Capcom has like reference for Mega Man. Obviously they love Mega Man, but anytime the thought of a new Mega Man game comes out, they like get scared and run away.
I mean, they've had bad experiences with modern Mega Man. They've been kind of fucking it up. They gotta kind of just not fuck it up.
Yeah, it's so easy.
It kind of is for Mega Man. Like, Mega Man 11 was horrible. And all they need to do is give it to an indie dev that has made good 2D platformers before and say, could you just put Mega Man in it?
I don't know, because
do what Bubsy's doing. Here's an indie game that's doing a great platformer. Say, hey, can you just put Bubsy in it?
But I feel like, Capcom tried to like outsource a lot of their games during the 360 PS3 era. And that led to games like Dark Void and Bionic Commando remake and stuff like that. So like it wasn't exactly like the best course of action for them. All their stuff is developed in-house now. So like that, I guess they have more control over it. So I don't know. I don't know why. Like, because Street Fighter's doing really well, Resident Evil's doing really well, Monster Hunter, and all that. So yeah, all that's left is Mega Man. It could be as simple as like maybe what they need to do is not do like Mega Man 12. They need to just do a brand new like Mega Man.
There's no reason not to have like a Metroid Prime style Mega Man.
Yeah.
But also, that should be a new Mega Man.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be an X. It shouldn't be a mainline Mega Man.
Yeah, no, it should be like
Legends. It should be like its own thing.
Yeah.
Like Prime.
Yeah.
But there's no reason not to do a new X or a new mainline Mega Man. There's so many great games that are following the Mega Man formula. Inti Creates has been doing. They did the Mega Man Zero games, and they went on to make the Gunvolt games, which were Mega Man Zero-esque. Let them make another fucking game, man. There's plenty of developers that are doing Mega Man type stuff, and there's no reason not to just give them a couple of bucks to make a game for you. Kevin Levine's making a game?
Ken Levine.
Ken.
Did I write Kevin?
I thought it was Kevin Levine. The Maroon 5 guy.
That's Adam Levine.
Oh, I went to high school with the Kevin. I don't know what my brain just had a stroke.
Judas. The new game from Ken Levine. If you don't remember, it's a game that was reportedly in development hell before it was even announced. The team, led by BioShock creator Ken Levine, had gone pretty quiet for a few years after releasing the debut trailer, but today teased a look at some key art and mechanics for the game. The BioShock lineage is clear from the handful of visuals I've seen so far, but instead of a linear binary of which NPCs and actions are good versus bad, Judas aims to place the moral compass more firmly in the player's hands. There are a trio of major characters dubbed the Big Three, who will be drawn to the player based on what you do in game. If one of the main NPCs gets ignored for too long, they will become the game's villain. This unlocks new sets of powers and abilities for them that could also influence your gameplay options. For instance, there are rented deputy stations where the player gets temporary access to a weird, wiggly ally to help them in fights. However, if you alienate Tom, the old school sheriff character, the rented deputies will attack you instead. The emphasis here seems to be on building relationships with the Big Three, and the gist seems to be that at some point you will have to decide which one will be your real enemy. Unsurprisingly, the team has no release date to share yet, maybe in another couple of years.
Oh, it's like literally BioShock.
Yeah, well, yeah. This was in like a PlayStation showcase a while ago, and it looked really good. And this like new mechanic of like you essentially get to choose who your enemy is. Like, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's interesting because then you have 3 different endings because you got
Yeah.
3 different people who could be the bad guy.
It's a nice spin on like the Nemesis system.
Yeah.
It's like we will never see in another game because Warner Brothers owns that patent. But like that's a unique way to like take that concept and change it up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with these BioShock spiritual successors because there's been like 4 different ones that all look the same.
Well, this one is being
The actual
made by
one.
the
This is
actual
the
guy.
actual one, yeah.
So
All right. Last bit of news here. Perfect Dark reportedly could have been saved after cancellation.
according to a report from industry insider Jason Schreier from Bloomberg, Crystal Dynamics cut staff last week because they were unable to secure a deal with a new publisher for Perfect Dark. Embracer, which owns Crystal Dynamics, was reportedly close to striking a deal with Take-Two. If it went through, the publisher would have bought the game from Xbox and then seen the game to completion. Sadly, talks ceased due to Perfect Dark's ownership, although exact details were not disclosed. Along with the cancellation of Perfect Dark, its studio The Initiative closed down. However, the reports also states that leadership from studio and Crystal Dynamics have been trying to get a publisher for the last 2 months. While negotiations did happen with a few, Take-Two was the furthest along. While chances for Perfect Dark to return are seemingly unlikely, it could see the light of day. Tango Gameworks, which Xbox shut down after the success of Hi-Fi Rush, was bought by Krafton and can work on their IPs again. Whether the initiative meets the same fate is unknown, but it all depends on the IP of Perfect Dark and if the rights can be purchased.
So, is there a chance it's... No, it's done.
It's done.
over.
It's done. There was a chance, but that chance is gone. And
sad.
that sucks because
really
it is clear that Microsoft doesn't care about Perfect Dark. They don't know what to do with Perfect Dark. The easiest thing in the world would be to sell Perfect Dark to a company that clearly is interested in it.
Yeah, that's really sad. Like, you already did the work. What is there? I don't understand like the bureaucracy of these like billion-dollar companies. Like, the work's done. It's just going to waste if you don't sell it.
Yeah, and like clearly you have no intention of doing anything with this IP.
Yeah.
You know, like you're just gonna coast on the 30-year-old original at this point. You know, the 25-year-old original, I should say. You know, so like stop doing that.
Yeah, I mean, you just license it for one game. Like,
Yeah. Seriously.
that's I don't get it. I'd like to see a lot more from the development of that game
Yeah.
because I want to see exactly what went wrong. Although I will say that the trailer, I did not like the gameplay that I saw.
I thought the trailer was interesting. I thought it could have been fun. It did have a rough go, like in development. Like the initiative was created specifically to make this game. I think the team lead wasn't a good guy, and he brought in a lot of they teamed up with Crystal Dynamic because he came from Crystal Dynamic. So like he wanted them to help, but like things weren't like meshing well between everybody. So that's why it took them so long to get that one trailer out after the initial announcement. So
Edward Bova gives us more breaking news.
oh boy.
There was another Nintendo Switch Online game. It's a Game Boy game, and it is Japan only. Magical Vacation? Magical Vacation.
Okay.
I don't know what this is.
It's a Game Boy Advance game.
Looks like a tactics type game.
Okay. So a game for nerds.
Cool. Give that a try on your Japanese Nintendo account. Tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week.
This I actually retweeted. I thought it was that good.
Oh boy.
This is from AI. No, this is from Chat GPT Lunatics. HDMI to chicken soup converter. On the shelf at like a Micro Center or some shit.
Walmart. It says Walmart.
It says Walmart?
It says Walmart right
That's
there.
How you know it's Chat GPT.
It's the only store they know.
All right. Now we'll talk to you.
Yes. Let's start with people who have comments on last week's Wolf Den Podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Wolf Den Podcast.
Could use a HDMI to chicken soup converter right
I
about
can use
now.
some chicken soup right now.
We got Goth TV, who says Silk Song is the only game I've ever heard about being in, quote, development heaven as opposed to being in development hell. I've never heard development heaven before in my life.
I think they were enjoying their time making it.
Oh, yeah, they said that.
Even though it was taking so long. It's like, nah, we're having fun.
A lot of discourse right now about that game being announced as being $20. Everybody seems very excited this time.
Yeah.
Was anybody expecting it to be more than that?
Well, I think because the discourse is always around how games are like $80.
Games are expensive, and this is a highly anticipated game. They could sell it for $30,
yeah,
or more than that.
Yeah.
So like, I understand, but I wasn't expecting it to be more than $20. So I'm like surprised that everybody's like really excited.
Yeah.
I guess we're just that burned. People are that burned by the games industry that they're expecting anticipated games to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Makazi007 says, you guys went over the big announcements from Gamescom, but forgot arguably one of the best trailers, the one for
Densha Attack, the train driving game that looks like it plays like Tony Hawk. I heard about this game. I don't think I realized it was part of Gamescom. Yeah, it is. It's one of your beloved Japanese train games, but it's like a fucking anime game.
Oh, wait, no, this is freaking Jet Grind Radio.
Jet Grind Radio!
It's Jet Grind Radio, but it's a train and it's doing tricks and stuff. That's fucking sick. And a little Katamari. What's going on here?
Oh, man. Yeah, no, the game looks rad. Add it to your wish list now on Steam.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We got Flo, who says, I know you quickly glossed over World of Tanks Heat, but it's claiming to be COD/FPS movement and action, but with tanks. They get it right, it could be dope AF. Do people not like World of Tanks because it's like a sim? That sounds like they're making it more arcadey.
Yeah.
And is that what people want?
I mean,
I don't know what the World of Tanks world is.
Look, no shade to World of Tanks, but like that just always seemed like, you know, an old man game.
Yeah.
You know, like when you enter your like watching the History Channel for World War II documentary stage of your life, you know, you want something along those lines. So like World of Tanks is that for you. It's like, you know, got the realistic looking tanks and like all the facts and stuff about it. Which is fine. Like, do people really want like a fast-paced World of Tanks?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are tank guys. Some
Yeah,
people are horse girls.
Yeah.
You know? Hako EXE says, Bob, play Battlefield 6, join the boys, and drive a tank. I played a little bit of Battlefield 6. It was good. I don't know if I would play like the whole thing. Like, it was good, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know. It kind of felt just like old Battlefield, and I wasn't that huge into old Battlefield. I played it because I needed something that was different than Call of Duty, but I wasn't.
But even like, you know, when Battlefield 3 and 4 came on console and they were really pushing to be like the Call of Duty killer, like it just never clicked for me.
It felt mindless. Like like Call of Duty was a little mindless at the time for me, but Battlefield felt more mindless.
But Call of Duty was like better about like funneling you through like the linear path. Like Battlefield, like I don't think ever really did that very well.
Battlefield felt more hopeless in the online games.
Yeah.
It felt like I had little to no impact in the outcome of the game. And Call of Duty didn't feel like that. It felt like I actually did have an impact. Eags says, I feel like the bros are a bit disconnected and out of the loop. There have been a number of videos going over the, quote, new Windows environment showing boot up, switch, show me it, switching, etc., and no discussion about the NPU on the pricey model that should make it a TV dockable option. I feel like this was filmed before Gamescom. Show me one video of it booting. I have never seen a video of it booting.
Yeah.
Outside from Tom Warren. The people that I know that got to look at it and experience it at Summer Games Fest were not allowed to film it. So I feel like you're lying. On the podcast last week, we asked for the footage and we didn't get any. The footage we were getting was not what I was looking for. And I think that they were still not allowed to film. So
yeah, like the one video that like circulated was Tom Warren's video, and it was like an over the shoulder like cam footage of it.
And it was just going to desktop.
Yeah.
It was not booting. We have heard that it boots into the quote Xbox environment, but it still could just be the app.
Like
we don't know what it looks like.
You would think that like IGN would show footage of that. You would think that like GameSpot would show footage of that. You would think that like VGC would show footage. Like people would be showing footage of the device and like how it works and stuff. Because that's what happens when a product comes out. All the different websites and influencers film themselves showing it working. Like, and that just didn't happen.
What I heard from people who used the Ally at Gamescom, the Xbox button did not do anything.
That
doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's just the pre-production version of the Ally when it first came out, and the Ally X even were a little rough. They like I would play it and I'm like, this thing sucks. And then it came out and I got it in my hands and I was like, this thing's fucking awesome. It was completely different. So I have faith that it will work. Like the Xbox button will do something and it won't be a janky mess. But I just want to know what happens when you boot it up. Am I going to see the desktop first, or am I going to see the Xbox environment first? That's my only question. Anyway, hey, we're in the chat.
Hey. History Channel no longer shows World War II docs. They show alien shows and how companies have made stuff that we use in the U.S.
How it's made.
Yes.
Big how it's made.
Well, I mean, like the aliens did help us win World War II, so it's kind of along those lines. Yeah.
Can you give my friend Chill Kev a shout out? Both of us are watching together. Hi, Chill Kev. He's pretty chill.
Seems like it.
Guys, say something in the chat. You're making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, talk to us. What do you want? What do you want to know?
Analog FPG. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about this. There was some leaked documentation from the Analog website that showed. I think this is like supposed to be a video that plays on the website when they eventually launch the Analog 3D.
Right.
And it actually shows the Analog 3D playing a game for the first time.
Okay.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try the Analog 3D. I mean, this is a promotional video, so it doesn't really anything.
But I think that's cool that like the controller ports light up when you use a Bluetooth controller.
Controller ports light up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Cool.
That's good.
That's cool. Yeah. So I can't wait to get my hands on it, which should be any minute now, but we don't. But we have no idea.
Yeah.
Bob and Will, did you guys ever own a Zune or anything other than an iPod?
Bob
I feel like this is a bait because I have talked about this.
Bob is famously a former Zune guy.
Yes. So first MP3 player was a Panasonic camera. It was this little like flip camera that also played MP3s.
Mm-hmm.
Then at some point, I got a Creative Zen Micro. I got some other bullshit thing from like Micro Center, and then I got a Creative Zen Micro, and that thing broke within 2 months. Then I got a Microsoft Zune. I was all in on the Zune. It still works somewhere. I don't know where it went though, and I want to break that thing out. I bet you it still has a charge on it. That thing was built like a Nintendo product.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a big Zune guy.
What was it? Steam Deck 2 release date leaks. Steam Deck 2 will release in 2028.
According to who? This is
according to Tech Insider Kepler L2. Steam Deck 2 is expected to release sometime in 2028. For those,
that is really far.
Yeah. And that's all that Kepler L2 is saying, that it's going to come out in 2028.
That's a really long time. You know what? Good. It gives us a lot of opportunity to enjoy all of these other things.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of hardware that's coming out. Hopefully we get like a light version before that.
Yeah.
Like sometime next year I would like a Steam Deck Lite. Hey, should I buy a $7,000 Hasselblad? They really want me to buy a router or a Hasselblad camera. Who will have the better N64, analog or mod retro? I think analog will have the better physical design. Mod retro, the only thing that I think that they would be capable of doing better is the filters.
Yeah.
They were really good at mimicking the the colors of the Game Boy Color. And I bet they could do something similar with the N64.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I bet you they're going to be exactly the same.
Yeah. So it just, depends on what company you give your money to.
War Criminal
or
Analog.
A company that's late. Those are your two big crimes right there.
Yeah. Here's actually something cool you could use for your tweet of the week. Smash Brothers modder promotes infamous Nintendo cease and desist letter to playable character. Excuse me? Oh.
I put my cease and desist letter from Nintendo into Melee.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there it is.
That's how you do it.
Look, that's Jigglypuff. I think. Yeah, it's Jiggly. Yep. Very cool. You guys think that Valve could be a surprising competitor to Microsoft with SteamOS pushing Linux, a free OS platform, and it growing in popularity for gaming, as well as rumors of a new home console from them? If it does continue, I feel like they could create competition for Microsoft. I think that they are competition for Xbox.
Well, I think Microsoft often tries to compete with Steam and often comes up short, because originally there was Games for Windows Live. That was supposed to be their Steam competitor. That crashed and burned. Then there was Xbox on PC, which it still kind of exists, but like it's clearly trying to be a Steam competitor, but like not working very well. Microsoft competes with everybody in like their own ways.
Yeah.
And aside from like Windows and Microsoft Word, they never win.
Yeah. I don't think Linux is all of a sudden going to take over Windows.
No.
But I do think that Steam took a huge potential market from Windows.
Yeah.
Because they could have just had an Xbox storefront that replaced Steam. But Steam had a much more valuable storefront right out of the gate for PC. So people gravitated towards that. Microsoft is now trying to do parity between PC and Xbox, and that will directly have them competing with Steam.
Yeah.
But it seems like the both of them are kind of playing along with each other.
Yeah.
Like Microsoft is going to have the Steam tab.
Yeah.
On the next Xbox potentially. Steam is open to having Xbox games through a launcher or something on the Steam Deck, that they're totally comfortable with that. So I think that they are potential competitors, but I don't think that they're really there's not a lot of fighting.
No, yeah. Microsoft just wants their hands in as many like cookie jars as possible.
Yeah, so does Steam.
Not really though. Like Steam's not trying to like replace everything, you know?
No, but they're very lenient, is what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
like you can put. They're trying to make it so you can put SteamOS on whatever you want.
Yeah.
And they're open with you fucking putting Steam wherever you want.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, it's only a matter of time until they have the Xbox app on Linux. You'd think like when the Steam Deck came out, Microsoft had a tutorial on how to put Game Pass on your Steam Deck, and it was really convoluted and weird for an official like Xbox like way to put Game Pass on Steam Deck. They still don't have an app. They've had that since launch, and they still don't have an app.
You give it a minute. Like they're gonna do it because like I think they see that like they can do so much more like just being on other platforms, you know.
That would be crazy to just have something on Steam. Or even just a Linux version of the Xbox app.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, Wolf Den Podcast every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WolfDen or youtube.com/WolfDen Podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WolfDen Podcast. So you can go check us out over there on demand whenever you want. But if you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well because we're also on audio podcasts on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Audible.com. The list goes on, but no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us because that helps us with placement on all those respective platforms.
I'm not gonna have a video out on Thursday. I really want to, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It'll probably be Friday. I'm not trying to switch videos to Friday uploads, but give me a fucking break. And I'll see you then. How about that? I'll see. Well, Thursday I'll probably stream, but there'll be a video eventually. Just give me a minute. Go watch AJ. Goodbye.
Bye.